Okay, this one is for Jingle and other folks who might be interested in things that I do, but I guess for a lot of these people, it's overwhelming because there are a lot of things going on, a lot of different metrics, indicators, and stuff. So I will try to keep it as simple as possible, and I hope that he makes some money with the help of this. But who knows? I mean, some people are just not made for some certain things, and you know, I don't know. But let's try it. So there are basically two things that I want you to do every day, and I don't want you to stare at the screen at my tools or anything. I mean, you're gonna do what you want, but as far as my shit goes, there are just, at least this month, there are just two things I want you to do. First of all, you've got this options flow bot, right? So what it does, it just trades according to the options flow that I created. And basically the strategy is very simple. These are the sessions. So you see here, like, I don't know, like 2 weeks of data, right? So this is the beginning of a session, this is the end of the session, and so on. So basically, when the flow is above zero, so it's actually the spread between flow and sentiment, but let's call it the flow. So when the flow is above zero at the end of the session, or below the session, or below the zero for the session, you just take it as a signal. And what you want to do is just before the market ends, during the RTH session, you just want to check what the flow is doing, if it's above or below the zero. If it's above zero, you wanna be long. If it's below, you wanna be short. Just simple as that. And the way it works is, the key thing here is to be consistent. I don't want you to put all your money, on this. It's not like scalping strategy, or even it's not like even intraday strategy, because you will experience drawdowns with this. Probably like the average drawdown is like 5 SPY points, so it's like 50 ES points, but there is no optimization in it. There is nothing. It's just pure options data, remodeled, and you have a signal there. And how it works is, let me show you the P&L for this strategy. Yeah, so this is from August, I think. Yeah, it's from July, August until yesterday. This is basically in SPY points. So this strategy, this one is using actually the 1 to 2 contracts. So it's over 1,000 points, right? It's minute by minute, so you see all the drawdowns. It trades. It's in the market all the time. So it's more as it's more like a swing trading strategy. You just follow the flow from the options, right? If you would trade just with one contract, then Um, it would look like something like this. Come here. Alright, so pretty similar. So it's like 80 points, 80 SPY points is like 800 ES points, right? So if you would trade it like, with one MES, so you've got like 3 months, a bit over 3 months, just checking, this thing at the end of the session and act accordingly. With one MES, you would have like, a few $1,000s, like $3,000-4,000, something like that. So this is a very simple process, but it's not like sexy one. You're not gonna get paid every day. You're gonna get paid like every month, every week or two. But this is something that can actually teach you the consistency, and it's very simple to follow, right? Because you don't have to stare at the screen all the time, all the session, and sweat about it, because you have pretty wide stop. And the stop here is simply, if I would see a drawdown more than 100 points, 100 ES points, or 10 SPY points, then I would turn it off, right? So I would halt the trading for this algo. So this is one thing I would encourage anyone who starts with these tools to approach it this way. Okay, the next thing is my daily market profile reads, and it's not exactly market profile. I mean, it's not just market profile there, but I called it like that. But there are more. So recently, I started to simplify, the thing that I wanted to, include in this. So this is basically my trading plan for upcoming session. So there are just one or two levels that I'm gonna be trading, and it's always either long or short, right? Because if we have for example, a pivot here for 4:30 for today's session, and we closed above it, like my initial trade would be to go long with this pivot or at the support here. So these are like two trades which I explicitly write about. And also, where's my stop loss? It's usually not more than 10 points, and it's as simple as it can get. Like, this is my like intraday plan. I try to be precise. I try to just set my orders at these levels, a tick or two above or below the level, put my stop in, and I could actually go away and not look at the screen at that point. So these are very straightforward trade or trading plans that everyone can follow, and it's based on two things mainly. It's based on the market profile or volume profile, but even more so on the order book analysis that we have here. But I try to condense it into tradable strategy, a simple one. So I don't put like 100 of levels to trade. I just have one or two levels that I'm interested in, and that I think that are most important for the session. So you can read it in my daily market profile posts. I usually post them like about an hour after the market closes, so it's very easy to follow. So these are the two main things that I think are really simple to follow, and if anyone can actually, can be consistent in doing it, I think you have a good chance to make money at the end of the month, to cash out some money out of it. But like with everything, like options flow bot it's a model, right? I have no idea how long is it gonna work. I know when to turn it off. So like I said, like if it gets to draw down more than 100 ES points or 10 SPY points, I will turn it off, and it will happen eventually. It's just a stupid model. With the market profile, yeah, probably it's it's something more stable in sense of, it's a structure of the order flow of price. So I would assume that it will produce better results in a very long run than any model, especially if impact of options in the market will change, or something, in the microstructure of the market will change. I don't know. So it's just something to, get the most money out of it, maximize the profits on it, and hope for it to work, as it works now. Last couple things, like if you really want to sit and stare at the monitor, here are a couple things that are proved to work and are working pretty nicely. So this is the order flow. It's more classic approach. It's analyzing the order flow on ES futures, so time and sales, and order book on futures. So basically, the simple thing is that you have this pressure, the green dots, it's a bullish pressure, the red dots are bearish pressure. And what you want to do is a really simple thing. You have market which is overbought. So you see these bands here, the gray, red, and red. So this is the overbought area. So basically, if price gets the overbought area and you have these red short pressure dots here, it means that there's a lot of sellers, significant sellers there, so you can sell it. Or if market is oversold, like here, it touches the first oversold band. It's just, simple bands based on volatility. So you go long here, right? You also want to pay attention to these horizontal lines, but don't look at the past, because they change. So like these levels show the overbought or oversold levels based on the price structure, not just on the volatility, which are bands. So it works the same with these horizontal levels and and the bands. So like for now, we only see the bullish pressure here. If we would get here somewhere to this gray or red area, and the pressure would turn bearish, we would get the red dot here, and it would be the opportunity to get short, right? So this is a 15-minute chart. So this is like a few sessions. And basically there's not like a huge amount of opportunities here, but it's a pretty good, it's a pretty solid setup with this one. The other thing which we use heavily is options SPY, and you will see the same thing as you've seen on this section, but here we have a more granular view. These are just two sessions, the present one and the previous one, right? So basically, flow and sentiment are in this section below, and the flow is this light gray color, and the sentiment is this yellow color. And basically, the way you want to interpret it is whenever the flow is above the sentiment, it's bullish. When it's below the sentiment, it's bearish. It's because of the model tries to estimate what is smaller speculators are doing, and how the dealers, hedgers impact probably will be on the market. And basically, you can see that on the SPY price, you have two colors. Either it's a blue one, so when it's blue it's bullish, or it's like violet pinkish, it's bearish, right? And the way we do it often is we wait for price to get into these barrier zones. It's based on options. When the dealers, and not only dealers, they actually don't like price to get above it. Like 99% of time, price won't get above these zones. And so when it gets to this red zone here, and we see that actually the flow changed to bearish, you have your opportunities here, right? You have your opportunities to short the market here. So these are intraday setups, right? And I think these four things are really enough to, or maybe even too much, to make a consistent money. Like you're obviously not gonna get rich in a month or two or 6 months, whatever. But I think it's proven to me and some other guys who are using this, that you can really be consistently winning. And I hope it will work for you too. So we'll see about that. Okay, take care.